Turning the Backrooms into a full-length movie sounds like a crazy idea. Seriously, think about it. Backrooms started as a creepy image on the internet that became a bunch of lore videos, theories, levels, entities, and found footage content, even video games. It's a concept that's built around mystery and confusion. So when I first found out that there was going to be a Backrooms movie, my first thought was, how are they supposed to make an actual movie out of an endless yellow hallway? Well, I finally watched it, and while it's not a perfect movie, I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected. Without getting into major spoilers, this movie follows a person named Clark who was a furniture store owner, and one day he found the Backrooms at the lowest level of his furniture store, and he was forced to navigate these strange, seemingly endless spaces while trying to survive. And if you've seen Kane Parsons Backrooms videos on YouTube, you'll probably recognize a lot of the atmosphere and style that made these videos so popular in the first place. And Kane Parsons deserves a ton of credit, because the fact that this movie even exists is honestly kind of crazy. This is somebody who became known for making Backrooms videos on YouTube when he was just a teen, and somehow ended up directing an actual feature film at just 20 years old. That's already impressive enough, but what impressed me even more is that he didn't completely abandon what made his original videos so special. A lot of adaptations take an existing concept and change it so much that it barely resembles the thing people fell in love with. This movie doesn't do that. It still feels like the Backroom and still give you that creepy confusion that makes the Backroom so well. The thing I loved the most about this movie was the atmosphere. The Backrooms have always been less about monsters and jump scares and more about the feeling of uncertainty and uncomfortability, feeling like something is wrong, feeling lost, and I think that movie captures that really well. The visuals look great, and whatever magic they use with the color grading gives everything that weird, unsettling look that makes the Backroom feel so special and feel like a place that shouldn't exist. There were multiple moments where I wasn't necessarily scared, but I was definitely creeped out, like the Christmas tree scene. Honestly, for the Backrooms, I think that's exactly how it should be. Another thing I thought was fantastic was the sound design. The footsteps, the ambient noises, the distant sounds coming from places you can't see, the entity noises, even the score itself. All of it helps create this constant feeling that you're never really safe. A lot of horror movies rely heavily on jump scares. This movie felt more focused on making you feel uneasy, and the sound design just plays a huge role in that. There were moments where the audio was doing more than enough to make me uncomfortable, and more than anything on the screen, actually. Another thing I loved was the found footage sequences of the movie. Those scenes felt the closest to the original Kane Parsons videos. The camera work, the pacing, and the feeling that you're watching footage that was never meant to be seen all really worked well for me. Those are probably the moments where the movie felt the most like the Backrooms I always imagined. And I've definitely been seeing mixed reviews about the movie. A lot of people have been saying the movie doesn't make any sense. And honestly, I understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, I think that's the exact point of the movie. The Backrooms have never been a concept built around giving clear answers. It's weird, confused, and unsettling. You're supposed to feel lost. You're supposed to have questions. That's exactly what the Backrooms is. If everything was neatly explained and every mystery got answered, I honestly think the movie would have been lost in somewhat of what the Backrooms is supposed to be in the first place. That doesn't mean every confusing part is automatically good, but more so, I think people went into this expecting a traditional horror movie when the Backrooms has never really been a traditional horror concept. Now, is this a perfect movie? No, I don't think so. There are definitely some issues, and I can understand why it won't work for everyone. It did have a couple of dragged on scenes, but overall, I think I had a really good time with it. The atmosphere was excellent, sound design was great, and the visuals looked fantastic. The found footage sections were some of my favorite parts of the entire movie, and Kane Parsons deserves a ton of credit for staying true to the Backrooms while turning it into a full movie. For me, the Backrooms movie is a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. It shouldn't work, but somehow it does. If you've seen the Backrooms movie, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Did you enjoy it, or were you one of those people who felt completely lost? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.